Welcome back, YouTube. I'm back at it riding my 2014 Yamaha FZ09. So I figured I'd give a kind of new video today and everything. Just cleaned my bike, got it nice and shiny again, which it really needed to be washed. And so I was going to go out on a nice little ride for a little bit, and figured I'd kind of talk about the new super cheap, in a sense, bikes that are out on the market right now. Alright, so let's go for a ride. Alright, so to start off the video, what I'm talking about here is on the used motorcycle market, especially top tier bikes. So what I'm talking about mainly is Ducati Panigales. We all know that Ducati came out with the V4 and the V4R. Those are absolutely outstanding bikes. We all know that. But if you are in the market for a top tier bike but don't have, $20,000-$30,000 to spend, well, you're kind of at a loss. What do you buy? Typically the Japanese bikes are the more cheaper end to go with. So one thing I've noticed nowadays is that the prices on Panigales are starting to drop. So 2012, 13, 14 Ducati 1199s, and then 15 and up Ducati 1299s have finally gotten to a cheaper price point that kind of the everyday person can afford. So allow me to explain. So right now for sale, you can buy a 2013 Ducati Panigale 1199 with under 10,000 miles for $9,000 to $10,000. I've seen quite a few of these examples all over the internet. Unfortunately, they're all over the US, so unfortunately kind of rare bikes, hard to find, but still worth trying to look for, especially if you can find a dealership that's willing to ship it. So we're talking, a bike just shy of 200 horsepower for the price of $10,000. Well, if you've been looking at the market lately, even Yamaha R1s aren't even that cheap anymore. I mean, I went and looked at an R1 the other day. It was $12,000 for a used bike, and it had like 10,000 miles on it. Me personally, when it comes down to it, which one would I prefer? An R1 or a Panigale? I mean, if you've watched my videos, you know I like the Italian bikes more. And if you're wanting to escalate a little higher than that, we have the Ducati, 1299. 1299 are, 205 horsepower and I believe 98 foot-pounds of torque. That's really good standards. That's better than most of the Japanese bikes for 2019. So I give you that. I mean, right now I found some, I've even found one the other day for $12,500, and that was for a 2015 model. That is an outstanding price. And yet again, these are under 10,000 mile bikes. They haven't even had their first, big primary valve adjustments yet. And most of them, have mods and everything, all the expensive stuff you don't want to pay for from Ducati. But yeah, I mean, come on. For under the price of a... Oh, I guess I'll go. For a cheaper price than an R1M. You could have a Panigale 1299 big V-twin, 205 horsepower, and that's just bone stock. So then imagine, you know, somebody else has tuned it, put exhaust on it. Yeah, that would be a fine bike to have, especially compared to the brand new crops. That's a good bike. That's a good deal. What else do we want to discuss about these bikes? Well, I mean, so my personal opinion about the Japanese Big Four dealerships, if you're looking at the R1, the Kawasaki ZX-10, the Gixxer 1000, and the Honda CBR 1000. Looking at those four bikes, they're all basically the same. I mean, the R1 makes a little bit better noise. The Kawasaki's are a little bit faster. Hondas, yeah, they're Hondas. They're good. Suzuki, I'm not the biggest fan of the seating positions. Not to say they're not good bikes. It's just not my personal go-to bike. But to each his own. They're all basically the same. Swing arms, you know, inline fours, you know, for the most part they all sound about the same. They get about the same gas mileage. They all about the same power. You know, and they've all got about the same following. Everybody loves a Yamaha. Everybody loves a Kawasaki. Everybody loves Suzuki and Honda. And everybody's going to argue. That being said, buying a Ducati or an Italian bike, you have something a little different. You have what other people don't have. Ducati Panigale specifically, you have the suicide swing arm. You have that really cool shock right there on the left side swing arm. Then, not only that, if you get the S models, you've got electronic suspension. You know, full Öhlins electronics. I don't know if I personally need that, but it is available even from 2012 and higher. Traction control, stability control, all that other good. Advanced quartering ABS on the 1299 even. All fantastic traits that you want on your bike. You know, I mean, plus you have that Italian sex appeal. And if you've ridden one of the, I haven't ridden any of the 1199s or 1299s, but I have ridden the Ducati V4 in previous video. And to be honest, I was really comfortable in that bike. Not like, you know, my ass is burning comfortable, but it was a noticeable, more comfortable than a Suzuki. How about that? We'll put it that way. Panigales are more comfortable than Suzukis. So you have a comfortable, sexy bike that has, you know, suicide swing arm, just appealing, and really good electronics. Why wouldn't you want to have that bike over a Japanese bike? And now with the recent price drops, you can have one because the V4 came out. And now, since the V4 is out, it made the big twins much cheaper. To sum things up to a final note is, if you look around for really good deals, Ducatis have finally kind of gotten to a cheaper, more affordable range of $10,000 for a really good, and some of them are pretty reliable, bike that is going to turn heads, give you that pretty beautiful, you know, Italian bike factor without breaking the bank too terribly, and might even be cheaper than its Japanese counterpart. Which simply means my next bike will be Italian. It will probably be a Panigale, 1199, 1299, and maybe if I'm lucky and things pan out, maybe Ducati V4 for the next bike. I'm really hoping, not counting it out just yet, but if you look for used bikes right now, you can find the basic V4. This, the V4, you can find them for $17,000 and $18,000 used. And that's still with warranty. So I'm just gonna give you all a heads up, guys. If you're looking at a used bike, slightly used, like I said, the V4s are sitting right in that you know, under 2,000 and 3,000 miles. That's the bike to go for. So I just went and actually talked to a dealership. Their demo bike that has 500 miles on it, they're selling for 19 flat. So that's what I'm going with, probably. Yeah, if I can afford it, I'm gonna go with the V4. So hopefully in the next few months we're gonna be looking at a V4 videos. All right, now off to get gas. Appreciate you watching. Hope you enjoy the video. More to come. Please like and subscribe. And hope this really helps motivate you to look at Ducatis for the prices nowadays. Anyway, guys, I appreciate it, and have a good night.